It's NaNoWriMo day. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another writing video. I apologize if it seems like I'm a little low energy, but I am currently fighting off a cold. But so far, I'm winning, so it can try all it wants. It was kind of terrible timing though, because today is the first day of NaNoWriMo, and I had a terrible headache most of the day. So far I've gotten around like 500 words. I need to get at least 1666 to be like on track. So but I still have a few hours. It's kind of late in the evening. I had to wait till I was feeling better to film this. But I still have some time, so fingers crossed. So what I wanted to do in this video today was kind of introduce, first of all, my plan for writing videos moving forward, because I'm kind of new to doing writing videos. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's not gonna hurt anything, and you'll get to see all the awesome stuff I do on this channel. But I am gonna start doing regular writing vlogs. Not always writing vlogs, but writing videos. And especially during NaNoWriMo, those will be actual writing vlogs. So I'm gonna kind of chronicle my writing every day and kind of do a once a week video that kind of shows my progress with NaNoWriMo. I have attempted NaNoWriMo 3 other times and have never succeeded, but this year will be the different year. I can feel it in my bones. So what I thought I would do for today's video, the sort of inaugural Thursday video, is kind of talk about what I've done to prepare for Nano, and then also if there's a writer's tag that my brother tagged me in, then I'm gonna do those questions as well. So first things first, I'm the realist. Second thing, I can't help it. I have to say that literally every time, and it's kind of obnoxious even to myself. So that's the kind of person I am. I have to say it anyway. So I've never really prepared for Nano before in previous years, which is probably why I never passed, or not passed, won. But this year I really did try. I didn't quite get everything I wanted prepared in time, but I did more than the past. And this is a book that I've attempted to write several years ago. I'm completely rewriting it, like new character names, new, like actually a new main character. Like some of those things are similar, but her sort of background, her characteristics, her name, her looks, it's all different. So I'm just kind of pulling some of the stuff from that story, but I'm completely rewriting it, like fresh sentences, fresh word count, everything. So the book I'm writing is called Beware of Monsters. And so I'm being kind of vague about it at this moment, but it's basically about a girl who goes through a trauma when she's young, and she's still kind of dealing with the aftermath, and she's trying to convince herself as well as others that she's better and she's ready to move on, and goes to great lengths to try to prove that. But of course, it's kind of up in the air whether or not she really is better or whatever. That's a terrible way to describe it, but that's the best I got. It is contemporary young adult. So what have I been doing to prepare? So I'm really good at ideas, if I do say so myself. I'm good at premises, I'm good at characters, things like that. What I'm not good at is like plotting. Like I have scenes, I'll have scenes that I have ideas for. And I kind of have like, ooh, this really good opening. And this is definitely where I want it to end. And but like, there's something along the way that like, I just can't, like, I don't know, I just don't plot very well. And I've taken a lot of classes, right? Like I minored in creative writing. So I took, you know, over 10 creative writing classes in college. I actually then later as an adult a few years ago took a writing course with Francesca Leah Block, which if you know Francesca Leah Block, she is freaking amazing. She is the reason why I fell in love with young adult writing when I myself was a young adult. And so being able to take a class with her in her home was amazing, and really just sort of changed the way I thought about writing and character development, and just, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I feel so lucky to like know her personally now. It's like the weirdest thing. But anyway, so I've done all these things, and yet none of them really helped me with the plotting. So this year I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch videos, I'm gonna learn things. I work better. So I'm a teacher myself. I teach writing. Isn't that funny? But not fiction writing. And I feel like for me, the best way to like explain to my students how to do things, like how to write a thesis statement, how to organize paragraphs, how to develop them. I try to break it down almost like, I steal this phrase from my mother-in-law, breaking it down algebraically, but sort of breaking it down and thinking about it almost mathematically, where everything is an equation, right? Because once you master an equation, you can throw any problem, any numbers, and all you have to do is plug it in. So I feel like that's kind of what I needed, is I needed like a plot structure, and I needed just to be able to plug in my ideas and then use the structure to kind of help develop some of my ideas, if that makes sense. So I'd been hearing all of these different things about different structures and plot, because all I learned, surprisingly, in any of my creative writing courses was just the regular sort of like, what is a basic story structure, not how to like write it, but basically like, oh, rising action, climax, falling action, denouement, like, you know, all of that stuff. But I needed something more than that, right? So I was really looking for things that kind of seemed like an equation. And so I found several different methods that I've been playing around with and trying to kind of make them all work together. So the first one that I've been working with was, I know most of you who are like seasoned writers are like, duh, is the like save the cat method. It's the Blake Snyder beat sheet method. So I'd heard about this before, but never really looked much into it. And I actually was watching Alexa Dunn's video. So Alexa Dunn is a writer. She's an author who does videos about the craft of writing, and she actually mentioned it and mentioned that she had a version that because the beat sheet is kind of more for like screenwriting, but a lot of like authors use it. But she had kind of broken it down on how to like apply it to like literature or like writing like fiction, especially like young adult, because that's what she does. So I thought that would work for me. So I printed out the Blake Snyder beat sheet, and then her version, that I'm gonna link her video that I'm talking about in the description as well. Check it out, because I felt like it was really, really helpful. And she kind of broke down each of those sections and how they kind of apply to writing young adult fiction. I don't think this is necessarily specific to, she said adjusted slightly and annotated for YA novelists, right? So that really worked for me. And so what I did was I took both of them because I wanted to see the original and his ideas of beats, and then how she sort of applied those, to use both of them to kind of plot out some of my ideas, which I'm not completely done plugging everything in yet, so I kind of plan to be doing that along the way, but I already have so many scenes and ideas already that I could definitely get started. So that's basically what I've been working on. But the other thing that has really been helping me is Kat from Catty-tastic. I know a lot of people say Katie-tastic, but I'm pretty sure she calls it Catty-tastic. Anyway, it's weird, I don't know why, but Kat has which is sort of a version of that, but she's broken it down a lot more into a 3-act 9-beat 27 chapter, she's using chapters loosely, sections. So I will also link that video down because she'll describe it much better, but basically broke a story structure down into 27 sections, and that each story sort of has these sections in this order, and it very closely aligns with the beat sheet. It's just a little bit more specific, which I thought would work a lot better for me because I'm really good at like, give me things to plug stuff in, the more the better. So I took lots of notes on that on her video because, and I made my own. I know the lighting makes this hard to see, but there we go. Made my own sort of like, this is what her like grid looks like. And then I went through and took notes where she kind of explained these a little bit more. And so I made notes for myself on what those mean, and then also notes to myself on how they could apply to my own story a little bit. And then sort of like outlining that a little bit as well. And then I also did the same thing for like the beat sheets. So I have notes. Again, not done. I know this looks like a lot of notes, but this is all still like very in the early stages of plotting. But I already feel like it's got me on a much better like mind frame than previous Nano. So I think so far it's working, and I plan to keep working on that. So again, that was Alexa Dunn and Kat from Catty-tastic. Both of those will be linked in the description. The third sort of thing I've been using is this Nano Prep workbook. As you can see, I've only slightly started filling it in. Again, still trying to work on this. I'm a teacher. It's a busy time of year. I have a lot of grading and schoolwork to do, and I've been fighting this cold, so I'm a little behind. But I've been working on filling out this as well. She also makes this available to people for any sort of small donation. So I will link her channel in the description as well, or I'll link the video where she talks about this, so you can check this out too if you're interested. And so, yeah, that's what I've been doing to prep. That was all my Preptober stuff that I really only started prepping like a week ago, which I know is so bad, but it didn't hit me till a week ago that I needed to do something different if I wanted this time to be different. So that's what I'm doing, and I feel like they've been helping me. So if that kind of works for you, if you like that sort of algebraic sort of way of thinking, of compartmentalizing, plugging things in, then I definitely highly recommend all of these. Well, especially the Alexa Dunn sort of beat sheet version, and then Kat's version of the 27 basic sections of, and she goes into very in-depth. I mean, her videos, Kat's videos are amazing. Like she just explains things in a way that makes so much sense to me that like I feel like she should be a creative writing teacher. So if you ever stumble across this Kat, you should be a creative writing teacher. I'm serious. Anyway, because I've had a lot of creative writing teachers, and trust me, you're doing something better than a lot of them did. No offense if any of my former creative writing teachers are seeing this. Ding. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. And if you know of any other methods that are similar to this, where you kind of like plug things in for story structure, comment down below and let me know. I'm up for checking out anything that works like that, because that's kind of how my brain works, I guess. Which is weird, because I'm not a math brain person. I'm not a math person. I am like a creative person. I wish I was more creative, but that's, you know, I'm more of a humanities rather than a science and math kind of person. But I don't know, that's just how my mind works. I need the structure, and I need to just know how to put the stuff in there. So that's what I've been doing, and just kind of thinking about my ideas. But I'm really excited for this book. I really love the characters, and I think it's like, I want this to be the book, you know, the one that gets published. So fingers crossed on that. Yeah, so I guess I didn't really talk about it that much in the beginning of the video, and I guess like maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much, because I do know it comes up in the questions. But basically I make these videos because I have been trying to be a published author pretty much my whole life. I did make a really concerted effort a couple of years ago. That's when I took the class with Francesca. I was really immersed in the YA community. I was going to all kinds of events and connecting with people and writing, and then my depression got the best of me, and I had to focus on my own mental health. And so I have spent the last couple of years getting better, and I feel stronger than ever to be back in the saddle and trying again to make this thing happen for me. So that's why I'm doing these weekly videos, to kind of hold me accountable, to try to help build a community, because I started doing videos when my mental health started to get better, because I needed to reconnect with people, and it has made such a difference in my life. I'm not gonna cry about this. When I talk about this, I get very weepy-eyed. But connecting with people through YouTube, through the comments, through Facebook groups, through things like that, I mean, it revived me at a time when I thought I was dying. So connecting with everyone has been so great. And I started doing videos at the beginning of the year about my weight loss, and that has so profoundly affected me and changed me for the better, and it has really helped me stick. Now, I'm not doing like as great as I wish, but I've lost, you know, like almost 60 pounds this year. And I really think that, you know, so much of that I owe to the community. So my thought was, why don't I start making writing videos, weekly writing videos, to try to build a community around that as well, to get support, to talk to people, all of those things, and just to hold myself accountable and make it a priority in my life. So that's what these videos are, and I hope that you will follow along on this journey with me, whether you are a writer or not. I think there's something really amazing about supporting each other in our dreams and our goals, whether they're the same as ours or not. And I love watching other people strive for their goals, you know, and I love to root for people and watch their progress. And so I really hope that you will enjoy doing that with me. So with all that cheesiness stuff aside, let's get to the writer's tag. So my brother Kevin, if you don't know my brother Kevin yet, he also has a YouTube channel. His name is Kevlandia. I will link him in the description. He's always linked in my description because He's my boo thing. Love you, Kevy. But he tagged me in this writing tag with these questions about the writing community. So I thought I'd go ahead and, you know, answer them since I was tagged in it, you know. So let's get those. So this is the writing community tag. So I'm very new to the community, but I'm hoping to, you know, meet more people and get connected that way. So these are questions about that. So what drove you to find a writing community? I think I just explained, right? I totally just answered that. Sorry, but yeah, what I just said previously, right? About wanting to be accountable, wanting to support people, wanting to have that support in return, and really just making it a priority in my life. And so in order to do that, I felt like I needed to, you know, be a part of the community. So number 2, how did you first start getting involved? In terms of like the writing community here on YouTube, I would say my brother, because he started doing writing videos. He's very connected in the writing community. He actually he's way farther along, or further along technically. I am an English teacher. He's further along in the process. He has an agent. He's had some books on sub. He is friends and connected with a lot of YA people, and so he has really encouraged me. He has really been like the biggest supporter, besides my husband obviously, for me to follow my dreams and stick with this. And so yeah, so he's the one who, that's how I first got started, is him kind of pushing me to join the writing community on YouTube. 3, what has been your favorite online platform for writing community? So prior to YouTube, which again I said I'm new at for the writing community, I have been a part of Absolute Write, the message boards on there. I was very active a few years ago, before my depression and everything, when I was really making a go of it. And I've just recently tried to get back on there and kind of reconnect with some people, but I have connected with some of those people on Twitter as well. So I do kind of talk to some writers on Twitter, but the main one was Absolute Write message boards until now. All right, number 4, what are some best practices for connecting and interacting with other writers online? Girl, I wish I knew. I'm assuming finding other writers and their social medias and commenting and following and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, if you have advice for me, I'll take it. Number 5, are there any other platforms or ways to connect that you want to try next? Through Instagram. So I've recently, I'd say within the last few months, really tried to up my Instagram game and try to connect with people through that. And so I'd like to kind of maybe push that writing aspect a little bit more, but I'm one of those people, I know that like most people who do this stuff, they're niche, right? I'm not a niche kind of person. That's why I dropped out of the PhD program, because when you get a PhD, all of your study, all of your research, all of your writing has to be on your one sort of topic or subject. And I can't stick to one thing. I like too many things. I'm interested in too many things. I know it's probably gonna be a problem if I ever become a published writer, because most people write one type of thing, and I don't want to do that either. I want to write contemporaries. I want to write science fiction. I want to write fantasy. And with my YouTube channel, I don't want to just do writing videos, and I don't just want to do weight loss videos, and I don't just want to do Disney stuff. I want to do all the things that I like to do. So, what was the point? Oh yeah, so Instagram. So I am going to try to get more connected to people on Instagram, but my Instagram is not going to be just a writing Instagram. It's going to be a Laura Instagram. But I would like to reach out more people that way as well. Number 6, have you made any writing friends in person? If so, how? Not really. I know I seem really like extra in these videos, maybe not today, but I seem really outgoing. I'm not, okay. A lot of people are like, but I'm actually socially awkward. I'm not socially awkward. Do I seem like an awkward person to you? I'm pretty cool, okay? I can hang. I just am, I don't know how to describe it. I'm a little more like reserved. I'm not outgoing. I'm not shy, and I don't get nervous talking in front of people. I'm a teacher. I talk in front of people all the time. I can talk, I've talked in front of crowds of tens and hundreds of people. I could talk in front of thousands if you want to put me there. Right? I have no problem with that. It's just like the one-on-one. I'm not very outgoing to be like, hi, I'm Laura, I want to be your friend, let's chat. I don't know. I just get awkward, I get really uncomfortable with that. You can just tell how awkward I am because I just rambled about that. But so I just don't really put myself out there to meet people. I'm a lot better online. I've always been like that. I even met my husband online. I just feel like I am less self-conscious when I'm at my computer and no one's around me and I'm not like feeding off of people, if that makes sense. Same thing with YouTube. I'm way more outgoing and way more myself in these videos than I would be in person until I get to know you. And then when we're like cool and we're chill, like I'm 100, you know? But, so long story short, I don't have a lot of writing friends because I haven't really put myself up there to like, or out there to like meet people in person. But I do have my brother, who I would consider a writing friend, and his friend Cassidy. You know, I would say that we are friends like through my brother, and she's a writer. So I have like talked to her about writing and stuff, and I'd like to get a critique group going with her and my brother. And I did take that class with Francesca, and there were some really great girls in that group. They were all girls except for my brother. And there was a couple of them that I really would have liked to have stayed connected with after the class, but being the awkward dork that I am, like I didn't know how to initiate. It's so hard making friends when you're an adult. What am I supposed to say? Hey girl, I don't want this to end. Let's keep this good thing going. I couldn't. It was weird. So, yeah. So no, I don't have any writer friends. I'm too weird, I guess. 7, how has the community helped you in your writing journey so far? Even just the little bit that I have been, it just energizes me and it makes me so like excited, and I love thinking about it and talking about it and connecting with people and seeing their progress, and I feed off of it. I need it. I need the community. I've always been that kind of person though, that I really thrive on community. And I think maybe it's because I grew up Catholic and I grew up in a huge Catholic family. And so I'm just so and I have a bunch of siblings, and so I'm just used to like not doing things on my own, used to having a full like support system. And so I really, really appreciate and prefer like communities for things. I think it's more my speed. Number 8, on what other platforms can people connect with you? Share your handles and accounts. So like I said, the best way to connect with me other than here on my channel is on Instagram. It is the same as this name. It's LauraTwoPointO. I also have a Twitter that I'm trying to be more active on, but it feels like screaming into the void, because no one ever replies, no one ever likes my stuff. So I do tweet, so it's also Laura2.0 on Twitter as well. So follow me on those things. If people follow me and interact with me, then I'll be more active. But you know, sometimes it's just like, what's the point? Number 9, shout out some friends and positive forces in the writing community that you think we should connect with. I'm going to say my brother, Kevin, over at Kevlandia. So check out his YouTube. He is super amazing and super supportive and super chill, and would be like your #1 fan for sure. And he's really creative, and he's an artist, and he makes pins and all kinds of other stuff. I just cannot stress enough how much you should check out my brother, because he's great. Other than that, probably the people I already mentioned, who don't know me at all, but Kat from Catty-tastic, Alexa from Alexa Dunn, and Natalia Lee. I don't know if did I say her name earlier? She's the one who had the sheet, the nano packet. So so far, they seem amazing. So definitely check them out. And then number 10, promote writing community by tagging friends to do this tag next. So I don't have any writing friends. How many times I have to say that in this video? So I'm not gonna tag anyone in particular, but if you are a writer and you have not done this tag yet, definitely I tag you, and please comment down below and let me know that you've done the video so I can check you out, because I definitely want to connect with other people in the community. All right guys, well I think this has been a super long video, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for sticking with me through the whole thing and getting to know me better as a writer, and I really, really hope that I continue to see you in my other writing videos and on my other videos as well. So if you are new, comment down below, be like, what's up girl, I'm new, just found you, let's be friends. And if you're not new, if you're just someone who loves me or supports me and my channel, thank you so much for your continued support. Give me a shout out in the description as well, because I love talking to you guys. It's my favorite part of the day, and I reply to all comments. All right guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.